You likely don't ponder about your pup's posterior too often, do you? But it's actually a crucial part of their anatomy. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. So if you feel you're a bit behind on this rear-end knowledge and want to get to the bottom of things, don't worry, we'll ease up on the puns. Understanding these aspects of your dog's derriere isn't just about satisfying curiosity. It's also essential for their well-being. So buckle up and get ready to become an expert in all things doggy behind. From sniffing to scooting to shaving, let's dive into the 8 questions you never dared to ask about your dog's butt. Number 1. Why does my dog show me their butt? You're petting your dog, hand on their head, fingernails scratching that sweet spot at the base of their ears, when suddenly your pup decides to spin around and present their butt to you. Why? Do they want you to scratch it? It's not that you mind doing it, you just don't understand why they're so insistent about it. Can't they scratch it themselves? Well, actually, they probably can't. The way your dog's legs bend makes it very difficult for them to easily scratch their own butt and lower back, making it prime petting real estate for human hands. But that's not the only reason. Your puppy's posterior also has a ton of nerve endings, making it one of the most sensitive areas in their body. This sensitivity can be a double-edged sword. Any injury or soreness there will hurt a lot more than it would in a less sensitive body part. But it also makes any pats they receive to that part of the body feel extra good. So maybe it all evens out. Number 2. Why does my dog sleep with their butt in my face? Petting isn't the only instance where you might end up with a face full of canine caboose. When it's nap time, you might notice your fur baby opting to snuggle with their butt aimed right at you, rather than resting their head on your pillow. Why? Are you just that unappealing to look at, or does your pet think you'll appreciate the view? The answer is actually much cuter than you might think. When your fur baby chooses to sleep with their butt facing you, it's their way of saying they trust you to always have their back. By positioning their rear end towards you, they feel secure knowing that nothing will sneak up behind them while they're catching some Z's. This behavior reflects their deep bond with you. In the wild, dogs sleep in groups, often facing outward to keep an eye on potential threats while their pack members sleep in the center for safety. By turning their back to you, your dog is showing that they feel completely safe and comfortable with you as their protector. It's their way of saying, I've got your back covered, and I trust you with mine. So the next time you're greeted with a furry backside, take it as a heartfelt gesture of trust and affection. Number 3. Why does my dog have butt swirls? If you take the time to look closely at your dog's butt, and why wouldn't you now? We've given you so many reasons to appreciate it. You might notice some strange patterns in the fur around that area. Bulldogs, Australian cattle dogs, and border collies are especially likely to have these swirling spiral patterns on either side of their butts. Scientists aren't quite sure what causes these swirls, but the most popular theory is that these patterns serve a couple of important functions. They may provide extra cushioning for when your dog sits down, which can help make those long lounging sessions a bit more comfortable. Additionally, these swirls could offer extra protection during rough and tumble play or scuffles with other dogs. The unique fur patterns might act as a natural buffer, reducing the impact from bumps and scrapes. Number 4. Why do dogs sniff each other's butts? Imagine you're walking through the park with your furry friend when you run into a fellow dog lover. You might be inclined to chat with them, seeing how you both share a love for canines. But while you two humans exchange pleasantries, your pups opt for a more peculiar greeting. They circle around each other and then dive straight into a butt-sniffing session. This can look especially odd if one of you has a Great Dane and the other a Chihuahua. Now, you might wonder why your dog chooses such a weird form of greeting. But even if your clever pup knows how to shake paws or high-five, their sense of smell is their primary tool for interpreting the world. For them, sniffing another dog isn't just about figuring out when they last had a bath or what they last rolled in. In a way, your dog's butt is like their business card. Showing it to their new friend reveals a wealth of information about your pup, such as their emotional state, health, or even if they're looking for a playmate. This social ritual might seem odd to us, but for dogs, it's an essential part of making new friends and understanding their surroundings. By sniffing each other's behinds, dogs are exchanging vital information that helps them navigate their social world. It's their way of saying hello and getting a quick update on the other dog's life. Number 5. Why is my dog shuffling around on their butt? Have you ever seen your pup moving like this, sitting on their butt with their back legs stuck out in front of them, using their front legs to drag themselves around? If you recognize this motion, then you've seen your dog scooting. Scooting may look funny, but it's actually a concerning behavior. The first problem that may come to mind when you see your dog dragging their butt across your carpet is that it's highly unsanitary. Dogs don't typically wear underwear, and if you're unlucky, you may end up with a trail of skid marks on your floor. But there's a bigger issue at play for your dog. They don't scoot for fun. They do it because it's the only way they can easily scratch their itchy butts. Your dog's butt could itch for several reasons, but the most common are impacted anal glands, parasites, or an allergic reaction. In general, most of the things that would cause your dog to start scooting regularly are issues that will require a trip to the vet. So if you catch your dog doing this, it's a good idea to get them checked out as soon as possible. Number 6. What are anal glands? You might assume you know the answer to this question based on the name alone. Perhaps you think it's gross or something you'd rather not think about, but as a dedicated pet parent, it's important to understand all aspects of your dog's health. More often than not, dog owners only learn about their dog's anal glands when a vet mentions that they're impacted. So what are anal glands? These are special glands found in small sacs just inside your dog's butt. They release a strong-smelling fluid that helps your dog mark their territory and facilitates bowel movements. When your dog poops, the pressure from the poop on these glands causes them to release their fluid. This fluid acts as a lubricant, making it easier for your dog's poop to pass. It also adds a unique scent to the poop, allowing other dogs to identify it and mark their territory. Anal glands can become impacted or blocked if your dog goes too long without pooping, or if their poop is too soft to adequately press on the glands. If you notice your dog scooting, biting, or licking their butt more than usual, or if their rear end has a particularly foul odor, it could be a sign of impacted anal glands and a reason for a vet visit. Number 7. Should I wipe my dog's butt? Most of us, hopefully, were taught to wipe after going to the bathroom when we were kids. So you might wonder why your dog doesn't need to do the same. Are you sure your dog's rear end is as clean as it needs to be? Should you help them out? Rest assured, you don't need to worry. To keep it simple, the reason humans wipe while most animals don't is because humans have butt cheeks. Our butts are made up largely of a big muscle called the gluteus maximus, which helps us support our upper body weight on our hips. This is a crucial feature for bipedal or two-legged creatures. On the other hand, dogs are quadrupeds with 4 legs to support their weight. They don't need an enlarged gluteus maximus, which is why their furry behinds are flatter and don't require the same cleaning process. In essence, dogs' anatomy is designed for their specific needs and lifestyle. Their natural shape and the way they use their bodies don't necessitate the same cleaning rituals as for humans. Plus, dogs are pretty adept at managing their own hygiene. If you're ever concerned about cleanliness, a regular check-in grooming session should keep your dog's rear end in tip-top shape without the need for extra wiping. Number 8. How do I deal with dingleberries? So you've accepted that wiping your dog's backside after they go to the bathroom isn't necessary, but that doesn't mean you can't keep your canine companion's rear end clean and hygienic. Dingleberries refers to those stray bits of poop that get tangled in the fur of long-haired dogs. They can be a real nuisance, especially if your dog's poop has been unusually soft. If you spot these in your dog's fur, the best approach is to carefully cut them out with a pair of scissors. If the problem persists, you might need to visit a groomer. They can give your dog's rear end a thorough cleanup, and in some cases a trim to prevent future dingleberries from forming. Additionally, maintaining a balanced diet can help ensure your dog's stool is firm and easier to clean up. High-quality dog food with the right fiber content can contribute to healthier bowel movements and reduce the likelihood of messy, sticky situations. And that's a wrap on today's deep dive into all things doggy behinds. Remember, while your furry friend might not need a personal assistant to keep their butt clean, a little bit of knowledge goes a long way in keeping them happy and healthy. If you found this video helpful or just plain fun, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more pawsome content. Got any more questions about your dog's quirks? Drop them in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Until next time, keep those tails wagging and your curiosity piqued. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.